Welcome to a little decoding fun. Here you see 14 different combination padlocks from various places of the world. And what I want to try is to decode them one by one, all in a row, and see how much it takes to get into them. But first I have to do some work and change the combination. Alright, the locks are all changed, the code is changed. Beside of this, that's an old Burg lock for where you can not change the combination, but I don't know the code by heart. It has false gates, every second position is a gate, and it has 12 numbers on every wheel. So first task is to get all the wheels in a gate. Okay, and binding order is left to right, and it goes like that. You apply tension, you check the next wheel, and when the wheel is stiff, the wheel before is in the right position. So currently second wheel is stiff, so I believe first wheel is alright. Third is loose, so I change the second by 2 numbers, 1, 2, 3, until the third becomes tight. Oh, that was pure luck, so it's already open. Alright, I take it. Let's move on to something different. That's a cheap TSA lock, suitcase lock. Apply heavy tension, and you will feel the wheels binding, and the binding order is right to left, and at some place you will feel a free area, free spot here around 4 in this case. Continue with the next wheel, and here the free spot is at 7, I believe, and now the lock opens. Alright. Okay, something else here. We've got a Burg Wächter. It's a German lock with false gates. Every second position is a gate. Binding order is left to right on this lock. First, the first 2 wheels bind, and then the 2 others follow. Currently both are pretty tight, so I improved that. So now both are loose. Let's see if the third is binding. Yeah. It's also loose, so let's check the last, if I can feel something. I think we are in a gate right here. No change. Okay, that's interesting. And we've got an open. That's too easy. Haha. Alright. Let's move on. That's an old master. Very interesting. Shuffle the wheels. Very interesting lock. So decoding goes as follows. Change position of the first wheel and try to find a position of the first wheel where the second wheel has no free spot anymore. So I think we are at the right position for 1. Now continue with the next pair. Still free spot here. Now it feels, no, it's not loose, not tight, so there is a free spot here. Still free. Still free. Now it feels tight all the way around. Now Continue with the next pair. Now it feels stiff and we should get it open. Here we go, it's open. Alright, move on to the BRINKS US lock. It has 4 gates, every second position is a gate. Let's move all the wheels into a gate. That's sometimes a bit tricky. So 1 and 2 are in a gate, 3 also, and 4 as well. 1 feels pretty loose, second 2, third also. Let's change position of the last wheel. So maybe it can have a wider play here if it's in the right gate. So 8 seems to be pretty good, 5 seems to be pretty good, 2 I'm not sure, or third wheel I'm not sure. So last wheel is not binding much, so I changed the third wheel's position. 1 and 2 is good, I believe. Okay, maybe that's better here at 4. Maybe 3 needs change. That's a little fighter here. Maybe 6. Oh, it's open. Yeah, the BRINKS is open. All right, move on to LOCKWOOD. Same kind of gate situation. 4 gates, every second wheel is a gate, binding order is left to right, so first seems to be pretty loose, that's alright. Second needs improvement. Now second is also probably in a true gate here. Here is the gate. Maybe it's 7. Binding state has changed. Now the first is not as loose as before anymore. Oh, that's good. 2 is still okay. Maybe it's 7 is a good gate. Try other numbers. I think 9 is not good. 1 is good. Come on, open for me, and here we go, it's open. Alright, move on to something easier. Here we've got a suitcase lock where you have to apply good amount of tension to the shackle, and you will find a free spot which is right around 6 here in this case. Continue with the next. We have the next free spot, and then the lock should open. Oops. And here we go, it's open. Alright, next lock. It's a cheap Chinese suitcase lock with 4 wheels, and they do have false gates. Pretty impressive. So let's see if we can get all of the wheels into a gate. So 1 is pretty loose, 2 is not loose, that's tight. Let's improve that. 1 is loose, 2 is loose. With loose I mean it has a lot of play around the current number. I think the first wheel has changed to a false gate. It's hard to turn the wheels without turning other wheels. So 1 is good, 2 is good. I don't think that 3 is good. No, 3 is good. And we should get an open. Yeah, here we go. Alright, move on to this lock. It's again a suitcase lock. Here the method is different. I change the first position and see which impact it has on the second wheel. And once the second wheel turns harder, like so, the first wheel is in the right position. Continue with the next pair. And we will soon get an open. Yeah, here we go. It's open. Now let's change to the good old master. Oh, master, sorry. Good old Abus. It's one of my favorite locks. It has false gates. Every second position is a gate. First, try to get all the wheels in a gate, like so. Then just go by feeling. So these are pretty loose. This one is stiff, this one is stiff, so they need to change. Now this is loose, this is loose. First is not loose. Every wheel needs to be tested because the binding state can change when changing one wheel. So the last wheel, in this case, is the binder still. Now it's loose, that's loose. That's not loose. Let's see. The last two are pretty good. The second, and we've got an open. Yeah! Move on to another Abus. It's a little Abus, but it has also false gates. Pretty impressive for a little suitcase lock. So, first wheel is loose. That's a good. It's an indication for a true gate. Second wheel. I think it's okay. Let's change the last wheel. And we've got it open. Yeah. So that's another master lock. Good old chunky master lock here. This method here is different. You need to apply tension, change the wheel where you feel the most resistance. So in this case it's the last. You release tension and go to the next position. In this case 3, it's loose. If it's loose, then it's probably the right position. Then continue with the next binder. Always release tension, continue with the next position and next number. And see which one is loose. If it's the binding wheel, you will get a loose number. If it's not the binding wheel, you will get nothing. Let's check that wheel. Here it's 7, it's good. Now let's check the first wheel. Still no success. Okay, so I'm not sure, is 3 here? Oh, focus problems. Okay, 8 is good, I believe. This is not binding a lot. first is binding now. Okay, we are good at 3. We are good at 8. The third is binding now. And we've got an open. Yeah! 2 more locks to go. That's a Spanish brand, AMIG. I got it from vacation in Spain. It's a pretty cool lock. It has 4 gates, but not on the last wheel. So here we've got only 1 true gate, and the gate distribution on the other wheels is very interesting. So we've got something in between 2 numbers. That's a false gate. Then we've got again something in between, as it looks like. Then we've got a whole number, and then we've got another whole number, and we've got another whole number, and the one in between is the true gate. So we are good at 8, I believe. So what's going on here? Something in between, or yeah, that's a whole number. That's a whole number. So 987 should be the right code. Let's change the second wheel only. And we've got an open. Yeah, it's always good to know the gate distribution. Alright, move on to the very last lock. It's an old master lock, heavily used, quite worn already. So you can see all wheels turn when I turn the last wheel. But here is the free spot. It's at 6. And here we've got another free spot around 5. I release tension and we've got an open. Pretty cool. So that was a lot of fun decoding these locks all in a row. 14 different locks from various places of the world, from Germany, from Spain, from US, from Australia, from China. Yeah, these are great toys for me. A lot of fun to play with them, to apply different methods. Yeah, but maybe not the right type of locks to secure really valuables. Alright, yeah, I hope you had fun watching me decoding through all these locks. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Happy picking and decoding. Cheers and bye-bye.